Hi there, I'm Risa Hayes with A Soft Spot to Land. I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the things that we started with earlier, which were this new school year, the many transitions, the many unpredictable pieces, and that's really coming up for us today. And really, what I'm going to do today is walk you through kind of an emotional fit or a grown up temper tantrum that I had when some things happened. And hopefully, I can show you and walk you through a little bit what I mean by helping our children when they're dysregulated, get them to the point of being regulated. So, today, just as I had kind of said, we can predict there's going to be some unpredictability. There was an article in our local newspaper about how a school is going to go to virtual learning for a portion of their population for at least 2 weeks because the virus has shown up. And then there became a lot of talk around town about whether other schools might be doing the same thing. And I've had a lot of parents, both in session and in the community, connect with me and kind of say, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Well, I got kind of wrapped up in that too. And I suddenly felt this like, are you kidding me? How could you be doing this to these children? And I felt angry. I could feel it in my jaw. I could feel it kind of clench in my fists, and I was getting pretty dysregulated. I wanted answers. I wanted certainty. And I went, because I've been doing this work for a while, I know when I'm feeling that and I can identify, oh my gosh, I'm angry. Once I identify that emotion, I want to sit with it, kind of try to remain curious rather than react with it. So I went to, oh my goodness, I'm angry. Who am I angry at, or what am I angry at? Well, I just used the words, how could you do this? Who is you? Who am I talking to? Well, at first I went, the schools, the school districts, the school leaders. How could they be doing this to these kids when what I really feel is this unpredictability is just so dangerous to them? It's so dysregulating to them. Okay, well, if I remain curious about that and I think about the schools and I kind of connect to the people that I even know who are school administrators, I can say to myself, they're only doing what they know they can do to keep their kids safe or the school district's kids safe. They're following the guidelines they have been given and the little bits of information that they have and the little wiggle room that they have. Okay, so maybe I'm not so angry at the schools and I can understand and empathize with their position. Well, then it's the government. How could the government not be giving them clearer things? You can even hear in my voice that I'm still angry. How could they do this? Okay, well, maybe it's because this is a virus that we haven't seen yet, a virus that we only know bits and bits about, and we're in a state of the world where there's so much conflict that maybe there's only so much even the government can do. But I'm still angry. Oh, right. I'm angry at a virus. I'm angry at a virus we haven't seen before, a virus that's creating fear, a virus that's creating anxiety, unpredictability, uncertainty. Oh my goodness, of course I'm upset. Of course I'm upset. Because you know what I get to then? I get to what part of this is I was just starting to feel some level of comfort. I wear my mask with comfort. I feel like I can go out a little bit to the grocery stores, around in public. I know to wash my hands. And I think that gave me some sense of I'm doing the best I can and maybe we're at a level of not such high risk. So when I hear that there are outbreaks or cases of, it spikes again. That same muscle memory in my brain that is, this is scary, and it's still scary, and I thought it was going to go away. I thought by now we would be at some place of certainty. I thought by now I could provide to my kids, this is what's going to happen. We're going to be able to live with this. But things keep popping up from everywhere. So I'm angry. I'm scared. I'm anxious, and I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from these things coming up every single time. So no wonder I'm getting dysregulated. And if I'm getting dysregulated and I'm an adult who can put some of that out there, some of the answers to some of my questions, Of course, our children are going to feel the same way, if not more so. So it's even more important that I do the work that gets me to the point of regulated so that I can be a soft spot for them to land. So what do I do when I get through all of that and answer some of those questions? Well, it's easier for me to have a little more empathy for some of the administrators and some of government. Of course, I don't agree with all of what's going on. But I also just have more empathy for the families who are struggling with this. And I have more empathy. All of a sudden I went, I haven't even thought about the poor kids who are sick. The poor kids who are sick and thinking, oh my goodness, just because I'm sick, it's probably creating a lot of my classrooms to shut down. Oh my goodness, that breaks my heart for them. Oh my goodness, it breaks my heart for the families who have just started to get back to their offices and now we're going to have to come up with childcare or working at home again. Oh my goodness, my heart. My heart wants to connect to all of them. My heart wants to put some of my emotions into motion. I want to connect. I want to provide a soft spot to land for them, whether that be through smiling and making my eyes smile behind my mask, whether it is offering the service that I have to guide parents and families through some of it and help them get to the curiosity place that they can within their own emotions, whether it be coaching children through their own dysregulation. Once that happens, then I'm able to show up for my kids. I encourage you to do that same work. I know many of you got dysregulated today. Think about it. Be curious about it so that you can take a few deep breaths, feel like a soft spot to land, so that you can be there for your kids and be their soft spot to land. Thank you. Thank you for sitting with me while I walked myself through it. I hope that you guys can gain a little bit from this and that your day was maybe not so dysregulated as mine, or that you can find some sunshine through the clouds today. Thanks.